been paid already are 87,200 plus, 87,000. And obviously, I don't think that the numbers are big because we involved the spouses and the children who were older at that time, who saw what was happening and they knew what was going on and they didn't disclose it to the authorities then. That's why the numbers are that big, but the people who fought are not that many. Yes.
You see, I even feel like I should put this interview in Luganda. Because there is Heroes Day that I covered in Zimbabwe. I don't remember the year. Around 2015, 2017, around that time. But a big crowd of veterans were brought before the president. Actually, security tried to block them, but he said, no, leave them. They became a very big crowd, and he also couldn't handle. There were so many, because the event had to go on. Each one of them had complaints. So, how much have you gone as government through your ministry? Because you're the minister now. How much have you gone in and as far as handling their problems and those complaints that they were conveying to the president then?
Well, I'm going to talk about my time and what we are planning to do. Of course, it was the first time for me the other day to mention it on television that we are releasing money. Yes, people are being paid. They were paid, they have been paid every quarter, they are paid. But because they are paid quietly, and they are paid 5 million, you had 5 million, 1.5, depending on what you did. So this money can easily, disappear in your pocket. You get it, and tomorrow you don't have it, and you still have needs, and you can actually claim that you have never been paid.
Let's start from here, Honorable. What kind of people have you been paying? Veterans, families of the veterans who died, their children. What kind of people have you been paying as government?
We pay individuals, actually, individuals who participated. Those who offered areas of hiding, bibira, or provided food, then those that guided them, those that gathered information for them, those are the individuals that are paid. But then, if a family, there was a man was doing that, and the lady was also in the know, and maybe they had a 15-year-old who also knew, we paid those three of them.
Each one of them?
Each one of them.
So how do you determine the amount in terms of who did what? So if I carried firewood, how much do I earn?
Well, if you are a child, you are a child of the main man who offered like a place for them to hide, you are paid 1.5. Your mother is paid 1.5, but your father will be paid 5 million.
That is 8 million for a family.
Yes.
What if the family has 7 children?
We shall pay them.
Each one of them?
Each one of them, but of course, I mean, I don't think that 8 people might have participated, but I know that some of them joined the army. Just to know that this is civilian veteran, my ministry is concerned with civilian veterans, not the army, not the combatants.
The combatants are handled by who?
Are handled by the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs. Veteran Affairs is specifically. They have their own docket, and they are being paid as well. They are being paid as well.
So, what you released the other day was the 51st disbursement.
Absolutely.
Now, so you determine people according to what they contributed, what they did, and things like that. In what areas of Uganda? Because this is a war. I've been to Mbale and people said they participated. You yourself, you're talking about Gomba. There are people who participated in Chiboga and everywhere. How do you determine the places and people in which areas have you paid?
But we know, just to know that this NRA was not the first group that fought the bad governance. There were those groups that started the fight before NRM came. Those, all of them are considered. Even the groups that were not NRA, that later joined NRA, FEDEMU, UFM, those groups, those small groups also are joined, and they are being paid as well. So each group comes with their own people and their own, structures and history. So, and we have verification committee that is made up of all those groups. All those, they know, yes. Yes, it comes from this, yes, you have to fill a form, where you come from, what you did, what exactly did you do, who was there, whom were you coordinating with in the civilian. Yes.
Honorable, don't you think 1.5 million in today's economy and things like that, isn't it little money? Are there plans to increase it?
Well, I don't know. That is not a decision that I can make. That is beyond me. But yes, at that time when it was decided upon in 2008, the money then is not equal to the money now. The inflation has happened. So we hope that in future it will be looked into.
Okay, we shall continue nevertheless. I saw you commissioning houses, or a house somewhere in Masulita in Wakiso district. So what type or kind of veterans get such privileges like a whole house?
Now, when I was appointed, I was guided on what to do, because I didn't know what they wanted me to do more than what others had done. And His Excellency, in his own wisdom, guided me, or directed me to go and visit families, visit their homes, and he gave me a whole list of some of them. Then he said that when you get to this, they will tell you others that we worked with. So far, I think
that there is a network that will tell you.
yes. So I have been in that network, and the network guide me on people who are really not doing very well, and that is what has made me do what? Build some houses for some of those people. Of course, I wish 5 houses. We have handed over 5 houses. It is negligible, depending on what, according to the need. The need is so big. It is not even, I should not even be talking about the 5 houses, because it is negligible.
What I wanted to know, those that get houses, what did they contribute that make them qualify for such a big kind of benefit?
Many people qualify, but these ones were really living very badly because of disability that they incurred, they got at that time, because of some of them are not living. A person like Uku Kazimoto of Budaka was killed in Mbale, in Maluku, but the family got a house. A person like James Karuhanga of Mbarara, he was executed by Amin. Amongst those who were, remember the executions happened all over the country. So I have just built one house. That is really nothing. I wish we had funds to build more houses for those families who contributed that, who were killed in broad daylight because they were fighting bad governance. Yes.
How many houses during your time have you managed to construct and commission, give to these families?
We have completed 5 and handed them over. We are in the process of finishing 2. Yeah, but the need is big.
How many veterans have you met, and what kind of challenges do they have?
They have a lot of challenges. Remember, they are in the evening of their time, most of them. Yeah, they are suffering from non-communicable diseases. Others are,
All the problems that come with old age.
yes, old age. So, of course, there are others who are still, strong, but those are few. The ones that are suffering are many. And the problem is that they have many big families, and those big families tend to depend on the old people. So it is a challenge.
The health issues, how are you helping as government? Those that have health challenges, sickly and...
Especially the non-communicable diseases, the cancers, the diabetes.
How are you helping?
Those that are not able to be treated by the health centers where they live. We have the AME hospitals. The AME hospitals take them in and treat them. But of course, AME facilities are few and they are very far from them. That is another challenge.
How are you going to handle? Because now those challenges are all now looking at you, not you the person, but the ministry in charge. So what kind of plans do you have?
We have plans of...
We have looked at what you have done.
Yes.
What other plans do you have?
No, for the health issues, we just want to encourage government to upgrade, to facilitate the AME facilities wherever they are, so that they are able to take on, to give services to the public, because they give public services. They don't.
Isn't it little money? Are there plans to increase it?
Well, I don't know. That is not a decision that I can make. That is beyond me. But yes, at that time when it was decided upon in 2008, the money then is not equal to the money now. The inflation has happened. So we hope that in future it will be looked into.
Okay, we shall continue nevertheless. I saw you commissioning houses, or a house somewhere in Masulita in Wakiso district. So what type or kind of veterans get such privileges like a whole house?
Now, when I was appointed, I was guided on what to do, because I didn't know what they wanted me to do more than what others had done. And His Excellency, in his own wisdom, guided me, or directed me to go and visit families, visit their homes, and he gave me a whole list of some of them. Then he said that when you get to this, they will tell you others that we worked with. So far, I think
that there is a network that will tell you.
Yes. We just want to encourage government to upgrade, to facilitate the AME facilities wherever they are, so that they are able to take on, to give services to the public, because they give public services. They don't only give the veterans. Yeah. And as for the houses, once we get budget, we shall keep building, and we can build for them wherever, because we use the NEC, National Enterprise Corporation. And these people are able to, in a week they finish a house, in a week they finish a house. So we don't have, as long as we have the money, we can build as many as we can.
You see, we don't get the minister every day. When we get them, we ask everything. Of course, whenever you do these works, there are people that will see them the right way, and there are people who will misunderstand, and probably their information may misguide people. So when we get you, you clear around this air. You have built the houses, you have given these veterans, you are paying them money. First of all, let me first clear this. You said the payment has been silent. Why was it like that before? Because it is you who has first come out to say, we are paying, this is the first time. I was on air that day when that story aired. You said it. What caused the silence?
I guess they didn't anticipate people coming up and denying having gotten money, because those cases have come up.
People that have been paid.
But yes, they come and make a lot of noise, and even whenever they meet the president, they tell them that they have never gotten, and that makes the president very angry. And of course, yeah, we need people to understand those scenarios of the categories of people that we pay. Yes, that's why I decided that no, this is going to be public, and we should even their names are going to be hung in their sub-county headquarters and at the district. The people that have been paid, their names will be there, so that people know that you have been paid. You have been in this village making noise, and yet you received your money. Yes.
Previously, those veterans used to complain that if you were supposed to get 3 million, some people would ask you to take 2, and the 1 would remain. Have you heard of such stories? Have you gotten such challenges and you have handled?
Yes, yeah, that is, they are, those challenges as well. Everywhere. They go and find an old woman or man in the bank, fidgeting to fill in the forms or they help out. And then they never birao.
So how are you helping these people?
No, now, okay, that was before when they were getting cash, but now they have a bank account. Okay. So the money goes on their account. On their account, yes.
So if you're to earn 3 million,
it goes to your
account. The exact thing.
Yes, yes.
Now I'll go to the negative information that comes out. Some people complain that their names are dropped off the lists, sometimes because of political affiliations, some fights in the villages, Gundi Ampara Naso, Nandeka Kulisti, and things like that. Have you had such stories, and how are you handling? What kind of network do you have that goes straight to the villages?
I have not heard of that, but of course, when it comes to money, there's always, kwemulugunya mu bantu. People will know, yeah, they will get 5 million, and some of them misuse it. Some of them, because of very many family members. If a family head dies, and he had, yes, and he had like 3-4 women, then it becomes a problem. Everybody comes up and they are accusing each other, and they are, they get the money, but they just, especially the young ones, just drink the money, and it is done, and they deny having gotten it. So there are so many issues.
And there are challenges in your verification committee where some complaints of being dropped off the lists are coming out.
No, I doubt that. In the verification committee, well, we have not pinpointed. We don't think that because I am visiting some of those families, we go there personally and visit them. If we find that they have never gotten Casimo, they are put on the list. That issue of being dropped by somebody on the verification committee is not a problem. If they have those issues, let them come to the office. Come to me. Yes.
You have people who say, these people don't need the money, do the roads for them. The Ruero Triangle has no roads. these districts that fought have not gotten good services. But Honorable, you have heard those stories. How are you handling that to make those districts that fought smile and feel like they are catered for? Anyway, maybe it's not in your docket, but what do you think about it? Because you go to them and they say those things in your face.
They do. Many people do. But these old people, they want their money. They don't want to hear about hospitals and roads and what. They want to feel it. They want to hold it. So I would agree with those ones who want the roads and facilities made, hospitals for them. Actually, I would support that, but they don't. For them, they want kasimo kabwe kasente kange kafune.
We are winding up, but I want you to talk about this 51st disbursement in Luganda so that everybody gets to understand it in this camera. Sente meke zafulumye diba chaba gendo zifuna balwanyi bawa. Honorable, in this camera so that nobody says they did get to know.
Basebo ne banyabo abalwanyi abazirwanako aberuwero nakaseke ne nakasongola ezo districts 3 nze manyi ku lwange n'abasasudde nemba malayo mwena n'asasudde biliyoni 3 mu miliyoni 43 nga zigenda mu districts 3 soka mu Uganda kubanga tubadde twagala kutandikira olutalo gye lwatandikira tuleme okubeera awo abantu abafiirwa ebintu byabwe ennyo nga tebafunye nga beemulugunya nga tusasula beewa tusasula eyo walala naye nga we twatandikira olutalo gye lwatandikira tebasasulwanga tubadde twagala kubamalayo kati wabaayo omuntu nga tafunanga ate tabadde ku lisiti eno twagala oveeyo ojja otunyonyole lwaki toliiko bw'oba nga tosobola tulina ofiisi yaffe mu Luweero ojje mu ofiisi oba osindika omuntu ajja atubuulira amanyago wawooli ekyalo kyo gye wakolera emirimu gyo tugenda kutuukako n'emirimu gye wakola tujja kutuukako tukusasula esente ezo twagala kusasula district ezo 3 tuzimaleyo.
Olunaku lw'enkya tuli mpenja message gy'olina eri munnayuganda atulaba nga twetegekera enkya.
Abannayuganda mwena gye muli okusinga nnyo districts zino ezitwetoolodde Gomba twagala kuba invitinga kubayita kubawokoola mujje mu spending olunaku ne president wammwe mu mwotebuliro mujje mwena mu bungi tujja kubeerawo n'emikolo emirungi bategese bulungi mujje bambi aludde nga tanaba kulaba bantu beeno lwa covid n'ebirala byonna kati olw'enkya wagenda okubeera wali mwena mujje ab'Empigi ab'Ebutambala ab'Egomba mwena temulina kyakwekwasa kati ne Wakiso ne Mubende ne Mityana ne waffe Luweero mwena mujje mu bungi okusinga ennyo abazirwanako abaana baabwe n'abazzukulu. Olunaku lwammwe lwankya lwa Heroes Day tujaguza twabasabira kati tuli mu kasiki kaabwe twagala kuddamu okubogerako abo abazirwanako ne bafa okusinga nnyo abafa tubajjukire.
Honorable tweyanziza nnyo. Yes, her name is the Honorable Alice Kaboyo. She's the State Minister in charge of Luweero and Rwenzori Triangle. Remember, a country like ours has a history of wars and bad politics and people, things like that. But by the time it reaches somewhere like here, there are people that have put down something, people that have put up a lot. People that have lost something for whatever that comes up, for the PCC, for the growth in economics and everything. Somebody has lost something. So those are the people we are going to celebrate tomorrow. We celebrate every 9th of June, and this is the day tomorrow. The national event is going to be in Mpenja sub-county here in Gomba. So be part of it. UBC TV will be live. If you can't travel to Gomba, still we shall have you covered. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael Jordan Lokoma. I'm part of the big team that is already pitched camp in Gomba to give you everything. Actually, we have started with the Kasiki that is in Kanoni sub-county. Thank you so much. Back to Broadcast House.